Hi everyone, Daniel from Chilliwack Cell Phone Repair here. I'm going to take you through repairing an iPad mini. This one has a particularly dented and bent corner, so it'll be a little more challenging. The first thing we need to do is remove the broken screen. With a little bit of heat and some tools, this can be done fairly easily. Then we need to disconnect the screen. We can just snip the connection with a pair of scissors. Now, this broken screen is no longer of use to us, and we will throw it in the garbage. Here's where we throw all our broken iPad screens, and another one bites the dust. We do fix a lot of iPads. Now, we want to remove the LCD, and we remove some screws. Once we have the LCD lifted out of the way, there is a plate that needs to be removed. It's a metal plate, and there is 16 screws here that need to be removed. There is a little magnet on the one side, and it likes to grab your screws from you, so I use a pair of plastic tweezers to retrieve my screws when they get caught by that magnet. So now we lift out this plate. This will allow us to access the connection for the LCD, which we don't want to damage. We remove these 3 screws, and we remove what we call a plate cover. These plate covers are what hold the connections down so they don't pop off. Now we use a plastic tool to remove the connection or disconnect, and we remove the LCD and set it off to the side. Trying to make sure we don't touch this LCD. Once you get fingerprints on it, you've opened up a can of worms, and it will be very hard to clean it off. Now we will disconnect the connection that we snipped. This is what connects the front screen, and which actually transfers our touch response to the motherboard, and that tells the LCD how to respond in accordance with what we touch. Now we need to straighten this bent corner. For doing this, I like to take the iPad out into the parking lot and over to my car. I lay the iPad on the ground and drive my car over the iPad to straighten it out. Totally just joking. We definitely don't do that. There are other ways of straightening an iPad, so that was just a joke. I never ever drive over an iPad. Now that we have it all straightened out, by using some needle nose pliers and some cloth to make sure we do not damage any further the aluminum housing of the iPad, we need to get a new screen, and there is modifications and precautions that we need to take before we touch or attach the new screen to the iPad mini. If you ever have had an iPad mini that has touch problems after it's been repaired, it's because the repair shop did not do these modifications prior to installing your screen. Now we'll catch up here to a little bit to the pictures. We need to file away the corners that are dented. The new glass will not fit in dented corners. Once we have that done, we can start attaching our LCD. Reinstall the back plate. Screw back in 18 screws. Remove the adhesive covering and attach the iPad mini screen and turn it on, test the touch, and after we have the iPad in a press for a certain period of time, it is ready for the customer to pick up.